they're going to make the change, and they're going to make it quick. You've got two very experienced television players out here. You've got Cindy Coburn-Carroll with, let me pull this up real quick, 40 television appearances. And you've got Jeanne Maiden with 39. So 79 appearances between the two of them.
They have seen the lights. And another cover of the dinner bucket on the right-hand lane, but count is lost on that shot.
It really is. Jeanne Maiden now leads by 3 pins. If Cindy Coburn-Carroll would have had a 9 count there, it would have been an all-even match.
Plenty of strikes here in the semifinal. Cindy threw a few in game number 2 as she defeated Carol Giannotti 237 to 177. Threw 9 strikes in that first game. Trying to get back on track. And that was almost a carbon copy of what she threw on 16.
Cindy giving it a little bit too much room. Needs to keep it a little more direct. When she was throwing them flush, she was right between the second and third arrow.
Ah, yes. Wonderful young lady, Sandra Shirk, the WIBC's new executive director. Talk about energy and imagination. She has really been a big help.
And a nice conversion for Cindy. Jeanne Maiden right now wanting to keep the string alive.
It's one of these matches, though, you just said keep the string alive. What happens is this a big momentum game. If Jeanne strikes here, then she really has what she needs. Cindy had 2 chances, couldn't strike in the 6th or the 7th.
And this player knows how to throw strikes under pressure, Denny. She has thrown 19 300 games, a WIBC record.
High all the way. Pressure does change the arm swing from time to time. 3-6-10 is what's left on the right-hand lane.
Very slow. Did not send that ball as far right at all as she has been. Kept it too direct. Her and Cindy needed to get together on the last 2 shots. They would have had perfect shots. Switching balls to shoot the 3-6-10. Trying to get the ball to stay in a slide. Hooks just at the last moment. Picks it up perfectly.
Interesting approach to converting that. Oh, I'll tell you what, we have all the execs here tonight, don't we? Are they looking up to see themselves on television? No, couldn't be.
I think they're looking at the scoreboard. There isn't a television up there.
No. What a great crowd, though, tonight.
It's a fun crowd.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a tremendous bowling area. They have done a wonderful job this year with the national event. The whole town of Lansing has enjoyed this. Oh, boy, that looked like a very good shot, and up pops a split. And despair in the heart of Jeanne Maiden.
Boy, that ball flipped just instantly. Not much of a chance to make this here. You've got to hit really light on that 4 pin. Just tip it over to hit the 6.
Won't jump out. Well, we know what the key shot in our Midas Championship frame will be in game number 3 if Cindy Coburn goes on to win this one.
Well, that's right. She was ahead by 2, just turned it over to be down by 12. But I think she really thought she made a pretty good shot. It just broke at the last minute.
Sometimes you make them too good.
Just flipped a little too much fingers on that ball.
Sometimes you give it too much juice. Boy, this one's the high, hard one here for Cindy Coburn, who wasn't going to let this one go one way or another. And there you see the capacity crowd on hand here at Pro Bowl in Lansing, Michigan. Great to see the big crowds turn out to watch the national championships.
I like that camera angle.
Me too.
That's fine. Big shot here in the 9th frame for Cindy Coburn. She's going to have to drop that middle name. It's too long for me to pronounce.
A lot of C's. Could call her Tri-C. No, that's not going to work. Her dad, Frank, will kill me.
Keeping it tight.
Fortunate, and look at Cindy as she turns around saying, you know what, I could have had the 7 to go along with that. I'll take the 3-6-10 and take my chances. But Billy Whaley used to say that would have been daddy lockups there if she'd have struck there in the 9th frame. It'd have been all over.
We've seen a lot of 3-6-10s tonight, Denny. The players know they cannot go too far right. Look where she's playing this. Past the last dot, about 5 boards, right between the 3rd and 4th arrow. Can't get any better than that.
A very solid spare shooter throughout her entire career. Cindy Coburn-Carroll gives very little away in a match, and that's why she's done so well in the championship round. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, if Jeanne Maiden strikes out, she can shoot 232, and Cindy Coburn-Carroll has room for 234.
Tight match. Look at the concentration in her eyes. She hasn't even blinked. Oh.
Very good shot. Very good shot as Jeanne kind of gets up at the line and says, last two were good. What happened to the strikes?
You wonder why sometimes this carries and sometimes it doesn't. The ball breaking in nicely right in the last 5 feet. Very disappointed to leave that 4-pin. Oh.
Well, that's the shot of the week if you're Jeanne Maiden, because now, even if she strikes out, Cindy Coburn has somewhat of a comfort zone heading into the 10th frame.
Well, if she strikes out, she shoots 212. And Cindy Coburn-Carroll forced her to spare.
No, actually, she'd shoot 222, right?
Oh.
No. Yeah.
No, Jeanne would shoot 212.
Oh, all right.
Cindy Coburn-Carroll working at 220 pace.
Mm-hmm.
But she has to have them.
Oh, boy. Well, Cindy Coburn, meanwhile, has designs on winning the semifinal game. This one was as close as it gets until the 8th when Jeanne left the 4-6-7.
Well, we saw strange things happen in the first match. Donna Adamek only needing a spare, leaving a washout. Right here, a strike puts Jeanne Maiden at 210. She forces Cindy Coburn-Carroll at least to get good count on her first ball.
Somehow I think she can handle that.
Well, 7 and 9, they tie.
Good point. I'll bet on Cindy.
Bet she's not going to go wide with it.
No, I wouldn't if I were her. Boy, a gritty performance by Jeanne Maiden, who really committed herself to qualifying for the championship round and winning this tournament. We'll look back and remember the shot in the 8th if she doesn't go on to win this game. Pretty direct. Classy shot from Cindy Coburn-Carroll, who with 2 more will shoot 234 and advance to take on the tournament's #1 seed, Dana Miller-Mackey.
Well, one thing I like about Cindy Coburn-Carroll tonight, Denny, is she's playing aggressive. She has excellent ball speed, and the last couple times she's been on the telecast, she's really let up on her speed, but not tonight. She looks great.
Locked in and shooting 230s is what she's doing right now. Jeanne Maiden settles for 3rd and $5,700. And while we're on the subject of cold